Hi, my name's Zach Johnson, and this is Jackie, my wife Jackie. We run ZJ Building, and we were looking to update our website. So we actually asked around for people we know to for some recommendations. We went to Facebook, went to a couple of private building groups that we're a part of, and we were recommended to Yogesh. So I reached out to him and to see how he could help us. Initially, I just wanted to do some updates, and then he did a bit of a scope into the site and told me about some of the issues I've got with it and how it's probably not going to work by just trying to do some updates, because I had some pretty fundamental flaws in the website. So he recommended a completely new one. Which I wasn't too keen on, just because we'd already done this exercise with some other people in our local area.
He was actually our third person that we'd contacted within about a year. So we weren't too keen on creating a whole new website, as we'd literally just done that recently.
And so one of the biggest problems we had was, initially with our first website build, we just had issues with the time it was taking, the schedule of the whole project, trying to get the information to them, and just getting it done in a normal time frame.
And I knew, I had said to Zach that these things take time, but I think it was about 4 or 5 months late in its delivery. So obviously we had a bit of trust issues when it came to delivery and time frames and stuff. So we were definitely looking for someone who was more efficient and just got the job done.
So that was probably one of the things that I was most concerned about. Is obviously Yogesh is overseas, and we're obviously in Australia, and it didn't really bother me, having to work over the internet and through Zoom and things like that. But back in my mind, I was thinking, is this going to be another, am I going to have another problem? Is this just going to happen again? But essentially, right from the get-go, after he presented me with a proposal about what he was going to do, he sent through a schedule about how the whole project's going to run, and he put really strict conditions on us providing the information by certain dates, which we absolutely loved.
I loved it.
It was
so good.
It was a little bit of pressure on us, but if we know the expectation, then we meet it, and then we were able to get the project done on time. So essentially, this is a good segue into our experience with him. It was excellent. I literally have no negative things to say at all. Communication was unbelievable. He would respond to emails probably within 3 to 4 hours.
Because that was an issue we had with our prior website people, was that they'd take sometimes 3 weeks to respond to one single email and one single question, and Yogesh was just on the ball straight away. It was so fantastic to have that.
Yeah, and obviously he built a schedule from day one to show milestones of the project, when he needs information from us by, which it was a pretty simple basic schedule, but it just really gave us something to work to. And
we just knew what to expect next, so there was no wondering when's this going to happen, or when's this going to happen, or what's next, or what do we do now. It was just so clear cut, and so this is what's happening, this is what's going to be next, this is how it's going to look, blah blah blah. It was really good.
So the biggest benefits we received from working with Yogesh, obviously we got our website completed on time and exactly as we wanted it. Everything we said we wanted to do, he was just on board with it. He suggested a couple things, and that was great. So number one, we've got our website the way we want it. It was delivered on time, so that's the biggest benefit for sure. But also, ongoing from there, he offers a care package, so he's able to just make sure our website's kept up to date. He can do any updates that we need from there, if we want to add pages or do some modifications or whatever.
And just adding to having the website exactly how we wanted it, it's actually hooked up to our CRM system now properly, because he's had experience in the CRM system that we currently run. So he knows exactly what's needed to hook it up to that system. And beforehand, there was a few a few bits of the website worked, which wasn't hooked up and it wasn't working, it wasn't flowing the way we needed it to flow to get those leads in.
It wasn't fully integrated.
No,
yeah.
and now it's completely integrated and it's fantastic.
So that's that's a good point. I forgot about that one. So the website's now fully integrated with the CRM. So now we've got a lot of automation already linked in. So that was one of our biggest issues really. I was trying to get that linked up beforehand, and no one was really on board with it. So that's sorted, which is fantastic. Would I recommend Yogesh? 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
I've already given some feedback to the people who recommended me to Yogesh and said, how great it was, the experience was, and that, everything went so smoothly, and it was really good, and I really thank them for the recommendation because it was really good. I'm always nervous to recommend people because, when you recommend someone, if they let them down, you feel like you've let that person down. But I don't have any hesitation with Yogesh, so I do.
Confident.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I do know a few people who probably could do well with a new website, so I'll definitely be putting a recommendation out there. But yeah.
Yeah, we just want to thank Yogesh for everything you've done, and just how fantastic you've been and continue to be, and you'll definitely go far in this business.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.